Hey, this is Disney Cars Toy Club, and today we have a very special Jake and the Neverland Pirates video for you. We're going to be unboxing this huge, massive, magical Tiki Hideout, which is made by Fisher-Price. It's Jake's secret base. We're also going to be doing an Easter egg hunt. We're going to look for 5 eggs, which include 1 blue Play-Doh egg, 2 blue Skylander Giant eggs, 1 blue Spongebob egg, and then finally 1 Kinder Surprise. Let's start with this magical Tiki Hideout. Let's go ahead and get this out of the box, and we're going to see what this thing can do. Just from looking at the box, looking at the pictures and the stuff on the box, it looks like it's going to do a lot of neat stuff. So let's go ahead and get this thing torn open. Alright, so the first thing that I want to open up, let's go ahead and get the character out of here. Alright, well there he is. Kind of fell out a little bit. And if you want to kind of compare it to the other one that I got sitting over here that came from just a single pack, there he is. As you can see, pretty similar. Next up, let's go ahead and take a look at this magical Tiki. Let's see what's going on with this. Alright, so this is the Tiki. And let's see, it's got like a little cross on the bottom and skull on the top. I'm not sure what it does just yet. We'll come back to that. And there's some missiles up here. Let's take a look at these. Alright, so we have 3 missiles and a flag. And the missiles should go right in here. And then we can shoot it out. Maybe, if it works. Okay, there we go. Wow, that thing really came out of there, went across the room. So now that we got the little stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and get this thing taken out of the box. Alright, so now that we've gotten it taken out of the box, I want to show you guys something. On the bottom of the box, it says right here, don't forget there's a slide inside, because on the side of the box, there was this, and I almost didn't realize there was anything in there. So let's go ahead and get this slide taken out. So here is Jake's getaway slide. We're going to go ahead and connect that right now. Let's see where it connects. Looks like it's going to go right here. So there is the slide that connects to the base. And it fits pretty good in there. Some of these play sets, the slide kind of just almost wants to fall off when you snap it on, but that one's on there pretty good. So let's take a look at the front of this base and let's see what all it can do. We'll place Jake right there, and should be able to close these up. And it looks like that kind of does it pop off? Okay, yeah, it pops off, so you can take that off and shut that door a little easier. This one might close with it on there. Okay. And then down here we have these, which should close and snap shut. Alright, so there's the base with everything closed up inside. That's in case Jake needs to hide from Captain Hook. And then let's see what happens when we turn this. Okay, when you turn this one right there, it opens up everything. And you can actually, the Tiki, you can use that. You can place it right there. And as you see, you can press this down on the top and turn. And it'll open everything up. Let's go ahead and try that one more time with the Tiki this time. So you push this down and turn. Okay, it took a little bit of effort, but it finally opened. Obviously, it's a lot easier just to do it with your hand. So that's what the base does. These trees are real slow to open. I'm not sure why, but they kind of just creep along. We'll go ahead and put this right back. That's his telescope to help him kind of look out into the water. And as you can see, it's perfect eye level for him. Alright, so now that we have this turned around, I know it's kind of hard to see, but Jake's like way up here in the top. He's in his little perch, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn this down here, and it's going to lower him. Alright guys, I had to do a little bit of an edit in this video. After I finished the video, I realized I had made a big mistake when I was covering this, and that this Tiki right here, if you look at the back of it, it's got this one screw, and I didn't really see it because it's got all these other screws, but this one screw right here is where the battery goes. So once you put the battery in there, you press the button on the top, and it's going to turn this for you. So now everything makes a little bit more sense, and I just didn't realize when I was covering this that it needed a battery. So let's try this with the battery in. So as you can see, it moves pretty good now. Let's try the elevator with the battery. Alright, let's see what happens when we push this now. There we go. So as you can see, this toy is definitely 20 times better with a battery in it. So I apologize, I didn't realize that this thing needs a battery. So there you go. So let's get back to the original video. And here's a look at the back of the base with everything closed up. Of course, it's got the slide attached, which you can take this slide on and off. And then we're going to turn this right here. And there it goes. Everything opens up. And let's go ahead and test out this slide. Let's see if the slide works, because sometimes the characters don't like to go down the slide. But I have a feeling this one's going to work pretty good. Here goes Jake. Okay, so he went down pretty well. Let's try Captain Hook. Okay, he kind of went off the side. Here's the next one, and then finally let's take this big crocodile down there. If we can get him down, that'd be pretty cool. There we go. Alright, so we got a few of the characters down the slide. Slide does work pretty good. Once again, here's another look at the playset. And you can take this on and off. We'll just snap it back on. Let's go ahead and fire some more missiles. Let's go ahead and shoot a missile or two. Let's shoot one across here. Maybe you guys can see it a little bit better. Alright, here we go. Missile 1. As you can see from the force of it hitting the wall and coming back, it really does launch these things. Alright, so there you go. There's a couple more missiles. Let's go ahead and get these eggs set up, and then we're going to see how many eggs that you guys can find in the video before our characters find them. Alright, so for this egg adventure we're going to be using Jake, and Jake is going to make his way right over here to the skull base. And let's see, what all's going on over here? Is there one back here? No, there's not one back there. But if you guys look really closely, you can see the egg right behind the eye patch, the big giant Spongebob egg. That's going to be our first one. And be sure to comment and let us know how many eggs were you able to find before our character found them. Let's see here. What's inside of the Spongebob egg? These are always fun to open. Alright, we got some little miniature Spongebob candies. There's a better look at them. You got some Patrick's in there that's kind of shaped like Patrick's star. And then you got some different types of Spongebobs in there. That's our first egg. Let's go ahead and move the skull base out of the way. And what's going on back here? It looks like Captain Hook is up to something. Let's go ahead and just knock him out of the way. And as you can see, he was hiding the Skylander Giant Egg. Let's go ahead and get this thing open. And I really like Skylanders. I played Skylanders a lot in December, so these are always fun for me to open. And there's some jelly beans. You got your Skylander stickers right here, some of the different Skylanders. And here's some of the different things that you can get inside of here. I really like the buttons. The buttons are pretty cool, and that's exactly what we got here. Fear the Fish. I think that's Anchors Away Gill Grunt, if I remember correctly. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, because my memory's not that great, but there is our Skylander button. So, now that we've cleared the first two bases, let's see what is going on over here. Is there something hidden behind the door as we wait a moment for it to open. No, there's nothing behind there. And if you guys look really closely, you can see the corner of this egg up here. We're gonna have our second Skylander surprise. So let's go ahead and see what's inside of this egg. Maybe we'll get another button. Hopefully it's not the same one. And we did get another button. 2 for 2. Can't get better than that. So there we go. There is our second button. I'm happy that we got 2 buttons out of there. And she's the girl that sits in the tank, but I cannot remember her name. Maybe one of you guys can comment and remind me of what her name is. But she was a pretty cool character on the Skylanders game. Got some more jelly beans. Got some more stickers. The same. I think it's the same ones. Let's see. Is it the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. And there again is some of the different stuff that you can get. Now it looks like TikTok and the magical Tiki's hiding something. Let's go ahead and move TikTok out of the way. We'll move that out of the way. And there is our Play-Doh egg. Now if you guys have been watching our videos, we've been doing Digimon Play-Doh eggs. So I have a feeling there's going to be a Digimon in there. And if you look right here, you can already see what color he is. Can anybody guess what's inside of here before I open it up? That would be interesting. Alright, it's going to be a red Digimon. And there he is. He's got some blue Play-Doh on his nose, but there is Shoutmon, I think is how you pronounce his name. And that is a very cool looking character. In fact, he's probably my